Only Act 1 mutation is designated by the Sogo records. Enterprise to Mr. Scott. Scott here. What is it, Doctor? The sensors just gave us an update reading, Guy. There's a sequence due in that area. A bad one. Complete topography changes. How soon? Within 4 hours. When are Jim and Spock due to make contact? About the same time. Can you contact them sooner? We can try next blue blazes. Scott out.
This project has been very dear to me. I've been wanting to do this for almost a year, just get a giant canvas and paint something on it. The thing is, when I moved, I originally wanted to have this kind of mural thing on the wall, but the wall was a bit too big for my taste. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna get a giant canvas, and by giant I mean 180 meters by 80 centimeters, and just paint that. For me, that is the biggest format I have done to date. And honestly, after having done this, I don't think I want to repeat the experience. Don't get me wrong, the experience itself was really nice and everything, but I was dreading this white canvas for 2 days before I actually started to paint anything on it. Like, after that first gesso coat, it just stood there for 2 days. And then I was like, you know what, I gotta get started on this sky just so that there is some color on it and I can, you know, move forward. This was an intimidating experience, all in all. I'm glad I did it, but I don't think I want to, you know, just change over from the digital art or smaller watercolor pieces to giant canvases on the whole. But as you'll see at the end of this video, my wall finally isn't that empty anymore, because now this whole canvas is hanging there. In terms of costs, this was about 200 euros, excluding any kind of, you know, work I put into it. That, you know, I didn't put a number to the work hours and everything, but the materials, as in the colors, brushes, the acrylic retarder and palettes, you know, that kind of small piece stuff, came out to about 85 euros, and the canvas itself, including the hooks I got for it, that was about 90 euros as well, and then shipping for the canvas on top, we were with another 10-ish euros, so everything kind of even out to 200 euros, which, you know, if this is something that you can do yourself, that is a pretty affordable price for that size. If I were to do this for, I don't know, a commission or something, that would easily be $1,000, including materials. And then I would still have to see how the whole shipping stuff is gonna go, because I wouldn't want to ship this thing. All in all, I also took my time with this. I had a 3-week vacation. This package with the canvas came in on the 3rd or 4th day of the vacation, so pretty soon in. So yeah, then it was about 2.5 weeks that I worked on this, including the days that I just stared at it and was like, nope, I'm intimidated. But yeah, in the end, I was glad that I did it, and as I said, the wall is not empty anymore, and now let's have some ASMR for you. By this point in the painting, the whole intimidation thing was something I had worked through, sort of, and I was making pretty good progress at this point. Like, every day I just sat down and did something on it, which wasn't a given in the first couple of days. But I could also see everything just kind of coming together, and that was really motivating at this point. I have had a couple of episodes with the kitties that were just, going behind the painting the entire time. So, if I were to do this again, I would probably invest in an easel, but since this was like the only giant canvas project I am planning on, I'm not gonna get an easel for that. That would have just been overkill in terms of financial stuff and anything. But yeah, I had a couple of episodes with the kitties, going behind the painting a lot, and sometimes even just, kind of fighting behind the painting, and there were 3 or 4 instances where they knocked the painting over. Fortunately, there was no hole in the canvas itself, but the canvas had a couple of dents. Of course, I was just like googling how to get the dents out without, just saying, F it, I'm gonna get another canvas. But as it turns out, water is everything you need. Just put some water on the backside of the canvas, and the whole fabric canvas stuff is just tightening again. And that was... oh, I was so happy about that. It's a very simple solution, but that's the kind of thing. I am not used to working on canvas. I have never done that before, and that was the other thing where I was like, what if I'm doing anything wrong? And if you watch this, I probably did a whole lot of things wrong in quotation marks. But in the end, it came together, and I was happy with it. I wasn't about to just, just Google everything. I was just like, let's do this. What can go wrong? I mean, a lot can go wrong, but nothing went so wrong that it wasn't repairable for me. At first, I didn't even know about acrylic retarder because I've never worked with acrylics before, not in that capacity in any case, and yeah, a friend from a Discord server I'm on was just like, get this acrylic retarder, it makes blending a whole lot easier, and she was right, very right. The detailing was something else that I was kind of dreading because I knew this is a huge area that I need to get to look right. I did have the blocked parts and that way kind of an underpainting, but it was a lot of space that needed to be filled properly, and it took so long. Like my left hand or my left wrist kind of still hurts from me just, needing something to lean on the entire time. And then slowly but steadily my right wrist also, got a bit of a hurting episode. It wasn't bad, but I just noticed that I had overused them a bit, but I don't know, maybe the result was worth it. That I will be the judge of in a couple of weeks. But yeah, again, I'm happy that I did this project. However, I think that the experience would have been a lot better if I had actually gotten that easel, which I did not. Something about the painting itself. The landscape is kind of inspired by Scotland, but not exactly by a specific place or something. I was just trying to capture the vibe. Personally, I've not been there yet. It is on my bucket list, and I kind of hope to make it there next year, but nothing is set in stone. I originally wanted to go just before the pandemic started, or, well, not quite then, That is when I had still planned to go, and then September 2020 would have been when I wanted to go, but we all know what happened during that time, and traveling wasn't exactly easy. The other thing was I wanted to go before the Brexit thing was finalized and everything, but due to the pandemic I didn't have the chance for that. And so I still haven't gone. I have kind of shifted my travel focus a bit to Czechia and places in Germany. And I've been to most of them by now. Like, there's still a couple that I want to go to, but Scotland is still on the big bucket list. And again, maybe I will finally make it next year, but I would have to renew my passport, which I need now, because Great Britain is not in the EU anymore and it isn't part of the Schengen area, making it complicated for everybody else. And given that I am starting to ramble now, I will leave you with the rest of the painting, with some music and, no more talking. So, have fun watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.